surplus, turned up, give them the works, I had to earn trust. See, I do this with love, I hate the word lust. Pussy too good, I almost nutted on the third thrust. Sidebar, busy with a battle of life. I write a genius bar on an Apple device. Hey, listen close, have them looking like they scratching the lights. I tell them facts, I ain't asking advice, I laid it all out. A lot of you ain't really moving how a man should. Who gonna go to war with me? Bet the fans would. Independent, I do it the way I wanna. Why these label rappers sitting on a shelf like canned goods? Check the headspace, moving to the next phase. Used to overlook recovery and rest days. I ain't never need a gimmick and a catchphrase. Scrappy as an alley cat, you don't wanna catch strays. I'm bi-coastal off a microphone, dry vocal. If you couldn't see the vision, it's your bifocals. Support me's the equivalent of buy local. I might go hit Hawaii like that guy Fogle. I like to move around the country a lot. White rapper, that ain't switching out to country or rock. Gummy or pop, it's not about the money or not. I've seen dark times, I've seen it when it's sunny and hot. I'm here. 10 toes for 10 years, then 10 more. This a bottle of Coke, throw in the Mentos. Mean and shit gonna explode, so let go. Quit holding on to the past and let regret go. I need a bigger pie, even if it's less pieces. What's a pie if it's the size of Celeste pizzas? They're small, you know, like Celeste pizzas? My Polish family in the States off a guest visa. The outlook is from an immigrant mind. Please, don't stress if you're a little behind. We all visitors with limited time. You don't have to fit the mold of that weird artificial design. My rich friends out in Cabo or the Maldives. I was back in New Hampshire with the fall leaves. Long sleeves and a beanie for the strong breeze. Shop at Whole Foods, but I prefer my women all D. Stupid ass bar, please. Still in the pocket like phone, wallet, and car keys. In the San Diego sun playing part threes. Little rap thing really aged like sharp cheese. Let us eat, be grateful, but do not settle. And we don't say bon appetit, we say smacznego. You gotta understand the playing field is not level. When it boils down to it, I'm a hot kettle. They want the stage, then they cry when they got heckled. Man, you wouldn't make it to the top level. I've been at it since we used to watch The Rock wrestle. All I needed was some paper and a sharp pencil. Laid the frame, I'm a carpenter's whore, but there's levels to it like apartment floors. I risked it all. If I don't hit the target, then I'm back to working at department stores. Self-doubt will shake an artist's core. More than planks or crunches, it's the art of war, but it's a mental battle. When I went to battle, I could guarantee you that my heart was pure. Maybe I'm chasing euphoria, fuck with me, I might go Kendrick Lamar and I was a kid watching Ludacris vids till my sister came in and would change it to Daria. Even that potential there, I say Thanksgiving mental prayers. Downside, no dental care. Plus side, I get a check just to come through an event like Central Air. Giving them premium flows, grind like the beans in the medium roast. I'm sipping, you know that he's spitting, so go share the shit to your social media posts. I'm handpicking every ingredient chose. All of these companies greedy at shows, playing it dumb while they being exposed. All of their industry secrets unfold. Always been a family dreamer, thinking big. They taught me that I can't be eager. Where the grass is green, I mean the candy's sweeter. Hey, let me get to
Yo, what up? Thank you for your patience, guys. Listen, I've been very good and at least still communicating, but tried to be very good about how we're timing things as soon as they fill and stuff. And but tonight was a promise that was made a little prior to this filling, you know. So I tell Wes, and I've said it to Chris before, it never fails. I just thought you said, Mike. It never fails, like, the breaks fill right at the time where it's like, I gotta either get the kids to bed or it's the hour I get with my wife a night, you know, but I get it, that's how it always is, like, for everyone, like, it's the one window, like, some of us have, so, if it fills between 7 and 9, it, you know, unless, like, the kids are busy or if it's a Saturday night, you know, but if it's, like, Sunday night through Thursday, 7 to 9 are, like, generally non-negotiables for me. It's the 2 hours my wife and I get to, like, talk or hang out, so... Love is Blind is good, dude. It's good. Last season sucked. It was the first season I watched it. This season was good. I liked it a lot. I don't like trashy TV, but I drank a bottle of champagne with my wife, well, Prosecco, with my wife, and it was just fun, man. We like it. We used to do wine and cheese nights and watch The Bachelor. You got to find ways to connect, dude. So, we're going to rip the Turtles boxes real quick. For those of you that are here just for baseball, just give me a few minutes. These filled earlier. But my son got this at the book fair today. It's the crossover of Naruto, and Turtles. I just thought it was cool to show it. I was like, can I show this on my break? He goes, yeah, you can. So I'm going to show you. I think the crossover stuff is really cool ideas. Some people hate it. Some people love it. But my son collects Naruto cards. I think I'm saying it right. He tells me it's wrong every time, and then he says how to say it. And I say it like that, and he goes, no, not like that. I'm like, oh, I just repeated you. But, yeah, so I'm a huge Turtles fan growing up. Loved it. And then he loves Naruto, and now they have this little crossover thing. So I told him I was going to show that on the break. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, since Nate is in here, I believe he was. We're going to rip his collector's box first. I did get one of these. Again, did these at what we spent on them, but I did get one of these from my kids open. I told them I was ripping this, and they're like, Dad, you said we... I was like, don't worry, I have another one. So I saw one of these opened. I got to see how the correct way. I don't want to like... All right, so this is so cool. If you're a Turtles fan, I know most of us are. We're 90s babies, 80s babies, and 90s babies. This is so cool. Are you ready for this? Look at this. So you get this little poster in here as well. That's a wrap. I think there's some different ones. I don't know who that is with the samurai sword. But how about the pizza van, right? Heroes in a half shell. Dude, I was so happy how that wedding went with Alex. I gotta check myself. I'm in the One Piece. We're opening Turtles. I'm talking, what the hell happened to me? What's going on? Life is over as I know it. I stopped drinking and all hell breaks loose. Oh, this is cool. So your dice in here for the game is you got your little neon ooze green dice. It's a 20 side, something like that. So cool. I don't play Magic. I don't know. I used to a very, very little bit. They said they wanted these open, so we're going to open them. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, it's a cool pack. We'll go through them pretty quick. I think these are like I don't know much about them. Nate, maybe you can talk me through them. I'm halfway there. April is tan. So bear with me as I go through it. We're going to look at a little bit of the art. Manhole Missile, Rocksteady Crash Course. There's a little Splinter action. Saved by the Shell. A little Saved by the Bell reference. Raphael Most Attitude. Krang and Shredder. Love me some Krang. Great. Leatherhead, who I came to love in the new series more. I didn't really know him in the older series. There you got a little foil Casey Jones. Casey Jones and then Mutagen. Casey Jones in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, which is by far the best Turtles installment of any Turtles cartoon movie show. I don't care what you say. Secret of the Ooze. Turtles 2 is by far the best. There's the Frog Butler. What's his name? Uneasy Alliance. See, I don't know some of these, like the bad guys. But I know a lot more than I used to because my son had to have every figure, and I get it because my dad used to have to take me to KB's Toys. Guac and Marshmallow Pizza. I love this pizza series. Guac and Marshmallow Pizza. Jamie, you send me a shot, I'll take one with you. The TCRI building, and then a Mutagen. I guess that's like your point. So a couple foils there. Now, it's crazy. So this is selling for actually less than the one-pack collector's box that we're going to open up next. And why I think that's crazy is just because it's one pack versus all of these, but apparently the rare foils and stuff are in that collector's pack. That's actually selling for a little bit more. Me, I would have picked this as well because this is what I'm going to be opening. There's a Turtle Power. I want the cards. Turtle Lair. Oh, that's sweet. I don't know if you're able to really see these cards for all their glory. Foot Headquarters foil. I will say that one of the reasons I love One Piece so much is because the art is full art. Like even their non-full art, it's just a lot. I like your art was the best art. This looks different. Donatello's Technique. This card almost looks like As We Say Full art. I don't know if it's just the way. We'll put that over there. All right, here's another one. Splinter of the Shadows. 3 out of 4 on this one. It's got a little foil stamp here too. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll look some of these up. Then there's the Omni Cheese Pizza. Foot Headquarters. I'll go over all those cards at the end. You were drinking till 3? I'm getting up at like 5 in the morning. So I'll take a shot with you before we do baseball. Punk Frogs. Oh, Wingnut. We love Wingnut. Looks very different than in the cartoon. Null Group Biological Assets. Here's another rooftop card. The Island. That was in between every level of Turtles 2, the Nintendo game. I'm going to open up one of these packs. I got to see what these are. The Magic backs of Magic cards give me such old school vibes. I mean, all right. Shark Shredder Killer Clone. There's another Rooftop Jump, a couple Island, Plains, Swamp. Oh, these are all like, I guess. Okay, I see. These are like the packs like this. They're like I guess you need them to make the deck. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this pack for you to open as a little bit, Nate. That way you have something to open. You know what I mean? Because I think it's mostly that stuff. That Splinter one, the 3 out of 4. This is another one of those. A Shark Shredder Killer Clone. I don't know if the 3 out of 4, if it's a power or what. So a couple of them have numbered like this. But you're talking about the Splinter of the Shadows. Oh, the lands? Which one are you talking about? Corey, tell me which one you're talking about. I want to pull it out. Crustacean Commando. Like I said, I was talking to Larry. I love that card with Michelangelo. I haven't had a chance to research this at all. I intend to. I don't have a lot of it. I just picked up that was on the... I definitely got the wrong stuff. I got completely hosed by Target today. Corey knows the story. Ninja Destroyer Raphael. The Splinter. All right, we'll definitely top load that. Corey, just out of curiosity, and honestly, again, not really caring about value on this from my perspective. I just wanted the nostalgia of it. But for the people who want it, I'm curious. Do you know like what value is on that? I know there can be some valuable ones. Oh, here's another one. So I'm assuming these are kind of considered like full art. Kind of like the Splinter here. We got the Michelangelo. And I still think this Donatello looks different. But Splinter of the Shadows and this Michelangelo. I'm assuming that's Baxter Stockman. I mean, you get so many packs in this. How could you not like it, you know? I am excited to open one of these with my kids a lot. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to play the game, although I did get one of the draft decks. But I heard it's just so complicated. Utrom Scientist and Food. Purple Dragon Punks. And another one of these here. Oh, kind of like, see, again, this foil here. Did that, let me see, did that, the Donatello didn't, but this did. I'm going to go ahead and make the assumption that if it has like a little foil thing on it, what does that mean? Is that like signifying its rarity or something? Another Rooftop Jump there. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to recap just a couple here. Obviously, there's still some foils in here. I love the box. If you haven't seen it, again, just coming out like it's the pizza van, the pizza bus. Such a cool setup. Here, let me back this out a little bit. In my opinion, just such a cool setup. Nod to all the nostalgia turtle stuff. If you can learn. Yeah, but you were a very young, youthful gentleman that was able to do that. I'm going to put your pack in here for you to open. Put this one in here. Going to top load a couple of these for you here. Especially these two right here, like the full art we were talking about kind of thing. I want to know, Corey, maybe you can tell me, what does it mean when it has like this right here? So this one right here. So that's awesome. Just that card alone. Again, this is the full, but it doesn't have the foil stamp. Some of these other ones do. So we'll sleeve these up here. Just throw a couple sleeves in here. I do kind of wish they would have thrown in some of like the TCG style sleeves. You know, maybe like did a nod to that. I feel like this is. Yeah, Nate, thank you I appreciate you letting me rip it. I mean that. One of the reasons I wanted to do it as cheap as possible is I just wanted us to fill it and rip it. And I was hoping, but I didn't want to make anyone do that because, you know, some people like to do that on their own too. But thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that. I'm put this in here. That's for you, Nate. Throw your one piece in there too that we got back from Nate Long, the wrong Nate. And then we'll get into baseball in just a minute here. Oh, I don't want to forget. I'm going to put it all back in this box for you here, Nate. So you get your little mini poster there. Does seal up kind of nice there. So you have it all right back in here in your little towel bundle. Very cool, very cool. All right, thank you for letting me do that, man. Appreciate it. Thank you guys that are waiting for... Now this is interesting. This is actually selling for more. It's one booster pack, but this is the collector's booster. So for those of you who like are going in the Walmart and be like, they have some of this, what should I get? Don't get the draft night boxes. Target charged me $150 for it. It sells for about $85 to $100. I got out in my car. I'm like, why was my bill $400? Well, they charged me for a $150 draft night box. It's essentially so you can start playing right out of the box. Full decks up to like, I forget how many people. I don't know why Target felt they could charge me $150. Like, again, it's a whole way that my Target does things. You can't see anything. You have to beg, like, may I please have one? And then when they get it out, you can't put it back, right? There's no returns. So this is for Larry, by the way. You back this back out just a little bit. So all this for this right here. But apparently, and Corey can, I think, speak to this a little bit more. Man, they literally super glued this on. I don't know how I feel about that. Very, very cool artwork on the box, though. I mean, look, the artwork, the nostalgia, it's top notch. Top notch. Presentation, top notch. Oh, sorry. Clunkiness for one pack, I give it a 3. And that's probably being generous. But I guess when you're going to charge almost $50, well, I think what is it, $52 with tax for this, then yeah, you're gonna have to. All right, Michael, thank you for letting us know. That's a good pull then. So apparently this is where you get your rare foils and stuff like that. Dinosaur Soldier, bear with me, I'm gonna go through these a little slower here. And this is for Larry, he works, so Null Group Biological Assets, Shredder Rising, Utrum Scientist. Some of these I think we've seen. Ice Cream Kitty, Michelangelo Game Master, Shredder's Armor, Leonardo Leader in Blue, April Reporter of the Weird. So this is Command Tower. This looks like a different type of foil. A swamp card with the skull mushroom. That's pretty sweet art there, though. Is that Splinter's Hand? Transdimensional Bovine. Now we have the Dark Leo and Shredder, which I believe I heard about this card. I think this is a pretty solid card. Correct me if I'm wrong, Cord, but the Dark Leo and Shredder are this kind of art. I do remember hearing something or seeing something about this. Maybe it was a similar card, but this whole black and white, like... So this is called a Surge Foil. Thank you, Corey. Big Mother Mouser. And then here we got this Arcbound Ravager. Looks like it might be something. Living Ooze and the Dinosaur Soldier there. So I'm pretty sure this... I've seen them talking about this, and I think it's this one, unless there's a bunch like it. I won't take too much more time since we started late. I might do like a little video tomorrow or something. I've been trying to do more of that like I did with the card show. Going live with some different things like we did at the hobby shop and ripping that. So maybe I'll do that. But just to show, I wanted Larry to see his pack. He has work tomorrow morning. He can wake up and see that. But I think this is going to be your big one there. But thank you guys for watching. Listen, we're going to do baseball now. We're not going anywhere. Don't worry. I didn't forget about baseball. That's what we're here for. But thank you guys who jumped into the little Turtles Raz. Give me a chance to see that. I have a couple other things I might throw up tomorrow. I did get a Michelangelo tin for myself. I don't want to mess this up. I'm going to just set this out in my office out here so it's out of the way. Jamie, I'm going to get a shot glass just for you. All right, here we go. Let's kick it off a little bit. Let's kick it off. We got baseball. We'll stop the recording. Get out of here, song. Get out of my ass. Let's pop something on while we get ready to do baseball. If you're here for baseball, last minute trades, this is it. No, we're going to do it. Appreciate you guys being patient. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put something on to take a shot, get us fired up, transition over here into the baseball.
Yeah. Blazing breaks. Turn the volume up. Whoa. Yeah. Welcome to Blazing Breaks, where the fire don't stop. Cases on the table, here the rappers go pop. Live on the cam, whole crew in the chat. Every
oh, thank you, Mike. All right, cheers. Let's go, baby. Let's bring it in for that Tier 1 and Stadium Club.
Yeah, we rip all the hits. Short prints, color autos on deck. If I see in the box, best believe we detect. Blazing bright, let it rip.
All right, here we go. Let it rip. He said it. Oh, we're saving Tier 1 for last. Tier 1 for last. I mean, look, it's a risky box. I was telling Wes, and you can look it up. If I were to do this mix right now, buy these boxes today online, get them in, and rep this, a break-even price would be $27 a spot. That's like a break-even price. So I'm happy I was able to do it for the $25. The tier 1 boxes are going for around $375. Just for the Tier 1. But again, it's a risky box. It's something I had for a while. So they're never cheap to begin with. You know what's funny, Corey? I just regret. I was going to go back in and get more. I could have. They were just stocking. And I only grabbed 2 of the collector's boxes. I could have got more. When I got out in the car and I looked up that one that I got hosed on for like $70, I was like, I don't. And again, I ripped it like what I paid for it. So I was like, that's what they're selling for, what they are in Target. But I was just like, I don't know if I want to buy more of this if it sucks and if we don't want it in our group. I was afraid that I'd be opening all the turtles myself. And God knows I don't need anything on top of One Piece. Whew. I got to stop ripping that stuff. I wish I could rip it all. I tell people that all the time. You can't. People are like, how don't you rip everything in your office? Because I want to pay my credit card bill. Sung Kim Red. Mick Abel, rookie. O'Neal Cruz. But I love ripping anything. Like, that's why I appreciate when you guys let me rip, like, the turtle stuff there. Jeez, like, I love it. Do I wish I could keep everything? Sure, but it's nice to be able to see it. Dylan Cease. Kyle Tucker, in case of emergency. Yeah, Jamie, it's definitely, those are, I think they were like 74 plus tax. They came to be $80, right? I think I paid $130 for those 2 combined, with tax and everything out the door. To me, I'd rather get the booster, like the bundle that we had. I thought that was more fun. But I get, from everything I'm hearing, those collector boxes is where the money is at. But I'm not ripping Magic for money. Edgar Cuero. Nothing wrong with it, though. My wife wants me to sell that One Piece card. I'm like, dude, if it was sports and I ripped someone from another team other than the Bills, I'd be like, yeah, I'm selling that. It's different with One Piece. You don't have a team. Nomar Garcia-Pera, Corbin Carroll. When you don't have a team, you're like, oh, I collect all the players. Yeah, 75. 75's. I know they're cheaper. The hobby shops, people that get them direct, they're a lot cheaper. I see those prices and I'm like, oh, Yamamoto red. But they're not getting, like, my hobby shop gets it, but they got like 2 bundles. They got 2 ETBs for Pokemon. It's not like he gets a ton, so he doesn't mark it up near as much as he could. David Ortiz, Verlander. Man, our last box, that Ozzie Smith auto was awesome. I have a team, my family. Listen, my kids, Cohen specifically, is super pumped. Ah, there we go. Out of 50, Ezequiel Tovar. 19 out of 50. That's going to be going out to the Rockies. Who's got the Rockies? Nice short print there. It's hard to get numbered cards in this, which tells you how much of it they made. Rockies going out to Jeff. Nice card. Marlins. Ramirez. Cardinals. For what? I don't think we pulled anything. Oh, are you talking about the? You heard me say. Did you see that rip where we got the Ozzy? It was a nice card. Imanaga. There's a Cal Raleigh Savage Sluggers. Wait. So the draft box has a collector's pack in it? So how is it that these... Is that the same thing we just opened? It has one? I'll show you at the end of this, Corey. Stick around. I'll show you the draft box. Maybe we... Dude! Schwellenbach's going to be our auto. That's going to be for the Braves. Braves going out to Dougie. Rookie Spencer Schwellenbach. It looks like there's print lines down here, but it's part of the design. I think they said there was like 12 packs in that thing. That's why I'm shocked. You know, when they first came out, Corey, they were going, because I looked at the trend line for it on like TCG, they were going for like $300. So I think that's why when they started putting them in stores, they could price them for $150. Pujols. Maybe they just go low because people don't know. No, but I have the draft box. I'm saying the pack we opened for Larry, right, was a collector's pack. Right? That was the collector's booster pack, like 1 pack, collectors. I have a draft box. Mike Piazza, orange. Mason Wynn, Luis Angel Acuna, and Buster Posey. The draft box, I sent you a picture of the draft box earlier. Has anyone followed the World Baseball Classic today at all? CJ Abrams, yours for the taking, Caminero. James Wood, Alonso, Longoria red, Hadley Rutschman, a sweet photo of Jimmy Rollins. He was fun to watch. So we got a numbered and an auto out of this already. I doubt we can expect too much more. That's kind of like the max for when you get to hear Frank Thomas red. Brooks Lee. Oh, that's a Sasaki rookie. Which is alright. Oh, the dog got fixed today, and she is on drugs. She keeps staring at herself in the glass door. She walked up to the fireplace and tried walking into it and, bumped her nose into it. My dog is so high right now. I'm honestly a little jealous. Derek Jeter, Gunnar Henderson. Is today, the crappy teams? Was it bad? Was it really bad? Oh, there's that Austin Riley card I just absolutely love. Churio red. Pete Alonso. He's not on there. There's a Michael King. Apparently all the Padres and Pirates players play football. And Sammy Sosa. Not a bad first box. So the tier 1 we're going to open is essentially the same price, pretty close. Actually more, I think. No, about the same price as both these boxes combined, for the sake of the argument. I did not yet, Corey. Today got away from me. Like, I got home from that. I had to buy a suit. We have a funeral on Sunday. Lauren's uncle, her dad's brother, we're all really close, has passed. And his viewings on Sunday, so I had to go get a suit for that. So then I picked up some of that stuff on the way. I got home, and we had to then immediately like get around and take our pick our dog up, and just a whole bunch of stuff. It's been wild, but I do have it on my, wrote it down to look up, but they got away from me fast today. Korea beat Czech. But no, I appreciate you showing me. I can't wait to see those. So you say that's a TCG game, right? Like, it's a TCG. You can actually play the secret lair, and it's not just collector cards. Be interested. I would just make an office deck and learn to play with that. Larry Walker. Rafael Devers, red. Joe Mauer. There's a nice Acuna. Marcelo Mayer. What time does US play tomorrow? Does anyone know? I didn't even look it up yet. Again, that was something else I wanted to look up yet. I'll be out. I might take another shot in between our tier 1. Jamie's going to take one with me. There's an Ohtani. Grayson Rodriguez. I want to do, there's a cool Honus Wagner. De La Cruz. And another yellow auto. Again, I believe these are numbered to or short printed out of 240. It's going to be for the Mariners. Going out to Seth Anderson, George Kirby. So I believe the yellow are printed to about 240. I think is the print run on those. An all Dwight set. 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. Classic. Yeah, we're gonna have to do another baseball break. As much as I want to rip some football and other stuff, I am gonna take a trip to get us some Bowman's Best next week, or at least try. Jimmy Rollins, J-Rod. That's a sweet one too. I don't know if I've seen that yet. Christian Campbell. Oh, is this the one that someone invited you to play at, Jamie? There's Dylan Cruz, rookie. Jordan Westberg, red. Giancarlo Stanton. Sugano, rookie card. And there's that Skeens. Love that card. Would love to see that in some numbered parallel. And that's the thing. Like, man, how much of this did they possibly print if you get, what? That was our third numbered card tonight. O'Neal Cruz. There is the Sasaki for the Dodgers. Who got the Dodgers? Dakota. Chambers Bay. Have to look it up. I was just looking at something to get for the golf cart. It's magnetized. You clip it on on your cart, and it's essentially a ball dispenser, but it holds your tees and stuff. Rather than sticking them in the cart, just click one, and it's a novelty. But for a person who slices and goes into the wood a ton, I figured it'd be nice for me. There's a Roger Clemens, Gacy, George Kirby. No, Stadium Club won't be tomorrow. We're gonna put something a little bit more exciting up. Corbin Burns, red. It's a sweet shot too with the sunlight coming through. That's cool. Vlad Guerrero, just this epic shot. We should at least get a blue foil something here. I feel like every box has a little something, whether it's numbered. Chase Utley, red. Alvarez, Suzuki, and Yu Darvish. Has the U.S. Open always played on a public course like that? Is that how it is? Pete Crow Armstrong. And bonus auto, Blake Dunn for the Reds. I knew we had to get something because you don't every box seems to at least have numbered, Blue foil, short print of some way. But this is our second box with a bonus auto. We had the George Kirby in this box and the Blake Dunn for the Reds. The Reds going out to Caleb. There you go, Caleb. You took a couple spots in that one. Miguel Cabrera. Guys, we're going to give away another fantasy spot in this. We filled it fairly quickly. I had to run one mini. We filled it. I didn't have to, beg and plead. And it was a good price break, but, it's nice to fill quickly on one day. So there's an Ohtani, Jacob Wilson. We're going to give away a fantasy spot with it. Michael Harris with the orange. It really looks like he has a cell phone. I know he's grabbing his helmet, but I swear to God, it looked like he had a cell phone because of the way the helmet goes down. The ghost of Justin. Joey Votto. Dana. And then a Wyatt Langford. Yours for the taking. All right, here we go. We got to do one. One more before the tier 1, right? Jamie, are you playing? Is that what you're doing? You're playing it tomorrow? Jamie's got his fireball ready to go. It's not always on a public course. I thought that's when Jamie said yes, it always is. Oh, and you are playing because it said hoping to break 90. It's going to be oh, dude. You got rain like we did here? Holy cow. Dude, I'm glad it wasn't snow. I'm glad it wasn't snow today. Well, I haven't seen rain that hard since last spring. Like, it was wild that you couldn't see in front of you. Hey, cheers, you guys. Good luck tomorrow, Jamie. We got our tier 1 yet. Don't go anywhere. We got our fantasy spot. We got a recap. But just hanging out with you guys. Appreciating that we filled. You guys, thank you for being patient with me again tonight. Both while you waited for me to watch Love is Blind and the Rip Turtle. So cheers, you guys. Love y'all. If y'all don't know, if you can get this at your liquor store, again, I don't drink as much as I used to, but this is made by Buffalo Trace. It's called Benchmark. They do a couple different varieties, single barrel, full proof, top floor. This one's their 95 proof single barrel. Freaking fantastic, dude. Freaking fantastic. I mean, I'd sip on it if I wasn't shooting it. Good luck, everybody. Where's Mike Messina? Where's Mike Messina? Where is he? He's going to bring us some good luck. Here he is. Come on, Mike. Bring us some luck. For those who don't know, my sister works with him. It's just crazy, dude. Life is a wild, wild ride. And that'll start. I don't know how these are set up, so I apologize for there could be a base in here. I don't know. But as of right now, we got for the White Sox, Frank Thomas, Michael Thompson, number 1 with that copper ink, number 35 inscription, the Big Hurt, 8 out of 25, Frank Thomas. Boom. I probably play it up a little bit. I'm a chaser guy. I'm a sip guy. A shot at once like that, I don't care what it is. If I drink soda that fast, I'm like, it is good. It's the aftertaste is fantastic. The feel is even better. All right. Oh, they do cover cards. Oh no, we got a redemption. Sorry, I didn't even let you guess. But it's a Hyung Kim of the San Diego Padres. Sorry if I would have seen once I showed it. Wes. And everyone says Topps is better with this redemption stuff than Panini. So I guess we'll get an opportunity to find out, Wes. You'll have to let us follow you on your journey here. Breakout autograph of Hyung Kim of the San Diego Padres. And I guess I don't like the way they set it up. The last card is just a swatch. Now it is game used memorabilia for the Washington Nationals Bob Riley with the game used 7 out of 25. Game used. Nationals, Trey Turner. I don't know how this dude is as far as card sales go. Obviously, the Frank Thomas is nice. First shot's always bad until you can't taste this. Oh, big hurt, Frank. Absolute PC on that, Thompson. That's awesome. Well, Mike, you did about as good as you did in your career. You did just enough. It's an okay box. All right, here we go. Let's do a little recap in action. Not bad. 25 a spot. Again, listen, the way Topps is going, there's not going to be many single boxes we can do for 25 a spot. If you haven't paid attention to the way it's trending, holy cow. Jeez, if it's not flagship, it ain't happening for less than 25 a spot. Basketball's a nightmare right now. Have you seen basketball prices for Topps? I get it. It's a good class. But like this 3 basketball with 3 cards? It's like $2,000 a box. That's NT prices, but only 3 cards. Like, dude, say what you will, Panini never hit a 3-card box. Panini 1 was at like $1,000 with that 1 card, right? Or the 1-in-1, or the never. Blake, and basketball's tough because there's like 3 or 4 guys that will get you your money back. That's it. You know, it's a much smaller, like, valuable checklist, I feel like. Blake Dunn of the Reds going out to Caleb Wilson. We got the George Kirby for the Mariners with the yellow proof. Schwellenbach for the, who we say that goes to here? The Braves, sorry. It's Dougie. We had the Tovar numbered out of 50. Again, to the Rockies, but number card's hard to pull in this. The Trey Turner out of 25. Game used, 3-color, 1-color. The Sung Kim for the Padres going out to Wes. It's the breakout autographs. And then Frank Thomas, 8 out of 25. All right, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. Fantasy spot. Everyone's eligible. It's going to be spot number 4. Let me fix this here. Spot number 4. Wheel randomizer. Better put them in because I think we took one out. All right, bring you guys over here. Good luck, everybody. You got to see if Johnny wants his last spot. This is spot 4. The Guardians is going to be Fred Bell. Fred, you are our 4th winner in this. We are going to do a backup spot here. In the event that Fred does not want his spot, it doesn't matter if he doesn't want it. It goes to this person if he wants it. This is just null and void, but to avoid who wants my spot. Twins is Johnny, so it won't really matter because if Johnny wants his first spot, it won't matter. We can always give extra spots away, but that's just a way for me to settle that instead of any other way. But hey, appreciate you guys jumping in. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that was cool. We'll be back tomorrow. Definitely World Baseball Classic U.S. plays at 7, you said. I'm already thinking, what can I get together for that? There's something special up. USA. All right, guys. Love you all. Have a good night. Hopefully I pick up something cool tomorrow. Peace.